it's going to help boost some of the alcohol in the apple cider. You don't want to put it in cold apple cider, it'll settle right to the bottom of the bucket and won't go into solution. So a trick to doing this is heat up some apple cider on the stove and stir it in so it all goes in solution before you mix it up. Just keep stirring it until everything's in solution. Alright, now that our yeast has formed a nice yeast matrix, you can see it starting to work on top. We will take the hot cider we mixed in with the sugar and pour it into the bucket first. Sorry to pour right in the middle and get a lot of oxygen in there. At this point in the stage, it helps aerate it. Now we've waited a little bit and yeast is starting to form a good matrix there. You can see it starting to work. We took the hot cider, poured it in the bucket. At this point, it's alright to pour right in there and oxygenate it. It's good to for the yeast to get some oxygen in there. And we'll now add some yeast nutrient. Cider doesn't have a lot of nutrient to it, so it needs a little help. So we'll throw 2.5 teaspoons of yeast nutrient in there. Now what we have in there is still warm from the stove, so you don't want to put your yeast right in there because it'll kill your yeast. So we'll put a few of these in here to cool it off before putting the yeast in. Like I said, it's alright to aerate. Now we'll pour the yeast in, now that it's cooled off. And then we save the last couple of ones to pour in to help mix the yeast up in there. You don't want to fill it all the way up because then when it's under fermentation it'll bubble up and come up out of the bubbler, so you want to leave a little bit of headspace like we did. Now that we have everything in there, we'll put the top with the airlock on. Snap it shut, put the bubbler in. And we've got the sugar, the apple cider, the apple juice, yeast nutrient, the yeast, so it's ready to start fermenting.